Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is a scene for the Sept of the Howling Winds, a old world of darkness venue werewolf set in San Diego. So Jesse has basically just spent the last couple of days getting situated, going about, doing Jesse things. And it occurred to him that one of the things that he's been neglecting is his, oh my god, you guys. One of the things that he's been neglecting is his fightins. So he kind of pulls himself up and goes to find Lefty, who he saw knock
once you
out
travel up,
like a champ. So obviously we know how to fight.
once you travel up past the north of the Cub cabins, you'll hear the sounds of banging and probably Binary and Lefty arguing over pieces of wood and blocks and electrical items, basically.
There's definitely some very, very audible sass going on.
Jesse will kind of make his way over, not really making too much noise, just watching them go back and forth.
Binary is learning to climb. It's not going well. She's probably like dangling from a branch. She has a good grip. She's not like at a risk of falling and breaking anything. She's not even that high up. But she's like hanging from this branch and just like hollering because let's face it, she's scrawny as hell and she can't pull herself up from just a hand grip. So she's like dangling and like kicking her legs for the sake of, being emphatic rather than real temper. And just being like, no, Lefty, give me your hand. It's hard.
Binary, fine. Just climb the bloody tree.
I can't fucking climb a tree. I can't do a pull-up. I've never done a pull-up.
Well,
How am I
start.
supposed to get up on the... Ugh.
Push your body up and pull, for fuck's sake.
Push with
Binary.
what? My feet
Your
are in the air.
Your arms, Binary.
If I push
They're
them
amazing
up,
appendages of your body. Your arms.
No, but they're little scrawny arms. You can't do
So
pull-ups.
Jesse's gonna come over, okay, and he's going to do something rather remarkable. And he's like, "Hey, are we allowed to shift right here?" Like he'll kind of like, "We allowed to take our forms here?"
Raise an eyebrow. We're on sept.
Okay, he's gonna what is it to shift again, or can we? Is it one of those things where you can do it if you take your time and all that?
Yeah, you can take your time,
Okay.
and it takes longer, but you can do it.
He'll melt up into his Krenos form, his big old Krenos form, and he'll reach up and he'll grab one of the branches at a thicker part of it, and he won't lift himself off the ground. What he'll do is he'll just let himself shift back into his Hamid form. And just dangle high up from the branch, looking down at her like, try that, if it's that much.
Like the sassy part being, like the worst part being, he's just now he's in the same position she is, and she's just looking at him.
Like,
you can see the little squinty eyes going behind the sunglasses. She wears like ridiculously brightly, like those just they flash all the colors sunglasses. You can see the squinty eyes going on, and her mouth is formed into a little like sulky line.
If she just sighs, walks over and just begins to cut more wood and looks over at her. I'm not helping you, Binary.
But how am I supposed to? If I can't get into the tree and I can't get into the house, then you don't get any electronics. Like that.
Binary,
Kicks her
say
feet a
very
little bit.
calmly, like look over. You can get out of the tree quite easily. Pull your arms up or shift.
Out of the tree, but getting into the tree.
Just rubs his forehead.
I tried, okay? Like, we've hit the limit of what I'm able to pass on today.
It's Binary.
Sticks her tongue out at him.
Sticks tongue out back in her.
I'm not catching you, Binary, if that's what you're making me do.
I don't want to go down. I want to go up.
But then pull it. Oh, he'll relax. He'll basically take the time to shift.
Understand the idea that some people can't do pull-ups.
He'll get fit, Binary. God, he'll just roll his eyes. He'll relax up into Krynos, take the time to shift, and will just basically position himself so she can prop her feet on him and push herself up.
Yes. And yeah, with something to brace on to like kick a leg up over it, she can get up there. She just doesn't have the arm strength to hoist. So yeah, she'll use the leverage, and it's not a graceful process, but she's on the branch now.
What's the difficulty in this game again? Set.
The default is usually 6.
He swings up on the branch and sits on it.
He just takes the time to relax down to Hamid and will go back and lean against one of the kind of wooden blocks that he's been sawing wood off of. Happy?
She's grinning ear to ear. Yes.
Oh my
just
God.
nod. Rolling his eyes.
And now that she has more branches and access to things, she climbs fairly well because she can push off with legs and whatnot. So she like clambers around and starts kind of investigating where framework has already been set, trying to remember what's going where.
Yeah, I have to just take some of the water that he already has and look over at Jesse. What can I do for you?
Nothing. Just came to see how you were doing.
We're in the middle of our pet construction project, as you can tell. It's going. Looks at Binary rolling his eyes fabulously.
I see that. What can I do?
Yeah, I've been cutting timber mainly. If you're any good with carpentry, that'd be great. But hey, just shrugs to himself. If you're any good with electronics, Madame over there is going to probably want you.
I'm better at carpentry than electronics. I've had to build a couple structures, but nothing too terribly gifted.
You have to just shrug. Light a cigarette. Look around. So, any word around Scepter? Is it all quiet on the Eastern Front, basically?
It's quiet. I'm bored today.
So are we putting a generator up here? Or are we running a line? Because we gonna have to fuck with the circuits to get enough electricity in this thing.
Why don't you
use
solar power?
Why don't you what?
Why don't you use solar power? We're in San Diego. That's sun.
Yes.
No smile.
Okay, never mind. Oh my God, that's right. And those solar panel the fucking shingle things are actually cheaper than normal ones.
Yes, they are.
She does that hands-on face, it's so good.
He'll smile at her.
Oh yes, I like that better. So hard to think about doing things without a plug.
It's
Oh, it's so good.
Shake his head at her like he's amused.
Oh, it's so good. So many backup batteries. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
I'm glad you're excited about this. I'm excited for you.
Yes.
When you're feeling a little up to it, by the way, Lefty, I mean, Binary, you can too, but I've seen Lefty at this. You think maybe you could go a couple rounds with me?
Oh, you want to fight? Just shrug, All right. Yeah, I don't mind.
Meanwhile, she's like, yeah, that is all you guys. Y'all have fun. I'll watch. I'll referee.
Binary's he just rolls his eyes. Binary's a big baby.
You're a big baby.
I'm not the one who cries when they get hit, Binary.
You broke my nose. It hurt.
He sighs. And how's that going? Raise an eyebrow.
Shut up. Slumps on a branch.
Raid. You're going well then. You kind of smile at her a bit warmly, and he'll turn to Jesse. I mean, I can do it now if you want. I mean, me and Binary are just been arguing for the past hour about stuff before we get back to work again.
You two remind me of Croatan and Wendigo. I'll hop down.
Which one's the Wendigo? He kind of raises his eyebrow.
He'll nod his head at him. He'll nod his head at her and say she reminds me of Croatan. I remind myself of Tana.
He'll just smile.
She does that conspiratorial little hand over the side of the mouth thing like she's whispering, but she has to be louder than even a normal speaking voice and she's in the fucking tree. The fuck is a Croatan?
It's one of the lost tribes.
Oh. Okay.
He'll hop down. Probably break everything along the way, shift to heal. No, I'm just kidding.
Seems legit.
He'll hop down, do a little like, oh, okay, whoa. I admit that.
Just relax him, relax. Start taking off his flannel shirt, basically.
He'll pull off his leather jacket, his chain, his sunglasses, kind of toss it to the side.
Yeah, he'll just look at him and like Lefty's, you know, well built, but he has a lot of scars on him as well. You know, a lot of burn marks actually. You know, look over at him. You ready?
He'll pull his hair up into a ponytail, and like a not a man bun, but you know what I'm saying.
No, yeah. He'll just, you know,
And
crack his
he'll go,
neck and
how are we doing this? We just go on Hamid.
just go on Hamid. It's easier and it saves time and causes little miss lessons anxiety. That's what the get always told me to do.
To blood
Smile.
or to the floor?
You usually do it to your unconscious, so if you want to do it that way, you know.
We'll shrug, whatever. Good. Get back to
Shrugs. So roll initiative then. Where are we set up?
Which one are we rolling in right now? I rolled in 3, but
Just set up a little open scene wherever and just do it all in there.
Yeah. Just stick to 3. Stick to 3. Yeah. There's nobody in 3 at all, so stick to there.
Open scene, Lefty, Jesse. Let's see, binary. There we go. Okay, hold on, give me a sec. I gotta get my freaking initiative. R 1, 2. Oh, look at that! Isn't it beautiful and cute? I rolled a 4. I don't know if you've ever seen that comic to know what I was doing there.
Oh shit! I rolled 66.
That's not going to work out for.
There we go. Here we are. 16.
Mine is if I roll 1, then that's 3 and 4, so that's 8. It's gonna hurt like shit.
Let's find Lefty's brawl. There we are. So Lefty will spend a rage and will come at you. He misses, as always, because Lefty's Lefty.
He'll oh, you know what? My initiative's lower. It's 6. I'm sorry, I confused my intelligence and my wits. Doesn't matter because I went last, but hey. He's in his miss. He's gonna take the opportunity just to swing at him. Hold on really quick. I need to remove my dice for this. Okay. What's the default on a punch?
6.
Okay, he misses 2.
Yeah, so they both kind of swing openly at the air, and Lefty's right. Oh yeah, you spend a rage?
No.
Okay, cool. And so Lefty's rage action. That's 2 to hit. That's 3.
Okay. That's 3 to hit.
Yeah, 3, no, that's my damage dice.
3 damage. Okay, hold on, really quick.
Yeah, it's 3 bashing.
Do we get to roll for? I can't remember if we roll for. I'm so used to playing New Wad.
What are you trying to do?
Right, you do roll for soak, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you roll for soak. Yeah, you roll your stamina.
You can soak bashing. You good?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yes, I'm not an elder finger. I can soak bashing. Okay. You soak 1.
Yeah, so Lefty just socks you one right in the chest and is around again. He's gonna spend rage again. Swing
Remember to
again.
make your rage rolls, right?
That was my rage round because I already spent one. Then lefty, then he spend a rage. This is my attack. Then it's you. Then after this,
Do you have to roll your
spend
rage?
a rage. No,
Not frenzy.
you just spend it. No, you don't have no. Nope.
Okay, then that's a house thing.
Unless you take like major damage. Unless you take like major damage
Or
and 2
silver.
bashing.
Okay.
Silver. Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah, you
you're
have to
good.
take a huge hit, or you have to take silver to have to roll frenzy every time you get hit.
Okay. No. It's when you spend a rage. As per
Oh
the
no.
rule,
Oh no.
rage.
Oh no.
You have
You
to.
spend it reflexively. It's just reflexive spending.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 bashing.
Okay. Remind me if he has 2 damage. Does he have any wound penalties right now? I can't remember.
Negative.
It doesn't -1, but it doesn't apply to soak rolls, I believe.
It won't apply to soak rolls, and don't forget that in this venue, ones do not take away from your successes on damage or on soak.
Yeah.
He has 1 success.
So that's 3. You're on 5. So you're at what's 5 again?
5, it's 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, so -2.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can spend willpower to ignore wound penalties, and you can spend rage and willpower in the same go as well.
Okay. So he will spend a willpower.
Cool.
To ignore the rage this round, but is it your turn or was that your rage round?
That was my turn, and so it's your turn now.
Okay. So I spent a willpower to ignore. 1, 5,
Yep.
10. It's hashtag like willpower spent, right?
Yeah, you just type it in willpower spend.
There we go. That's better.
Oh shit, nice. So that's strength plus successes.
I can't remember. Do you take dice off for damage or not? I can't remember.
Take 1. I think you take 1 die off, which is success, so it's strength plus 1.
2.
Yeah, so you got
Right
2
now.
to hit. Yeah, so whatever your strength is, then you take 1 off, and then the additional 1 damage. Then so it's strength plus 1.
I haven't done.
Yeah, essentially, think of it this way: when you roll your attack, one of those successes is just you succeeded in your attack. The rest, all the extra, roll over into your damage. So what is consumed? Huh?
Oh.
I said, what a bastard! I rolled no successes.
Oh no. Okay. Did you spend rage at all?
No.
Okay, cool. This is Lefty's rage action. So.
Seems if it matters, he seems reluctant to spend his rage.
Oh, okay. That's a role playing point to know after this fight.
Don't forget, you both gained a point of rage for entering combat,
yeah.
and you gained another one when you took damage.
So 3. That's 1 to hit. So it is 3d10. Just soak 1 there.
Soaked it.
Yep. And it's Lefty's turn again. 2. I had 4. I'll spend 1 more because I had all out in the first round. I botched, so I slip over. So I think you're at a. So basically, I fail and fall over basically in my fervor to attack. So.
If he falls over, Jesse will actually take a step back and wait for him to get back up.
Oh, okay.
That's his act. He'll step back and wait for him to get up. He won't attack him while he's down.
Lefty seem quite surprised by that, and he'll get up and they crane his head, and he'll continue with his rage action, still looking quite surprised.
Okay.
And 1 again, 3. So. Soaked.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to spend any more rage. Lefty will attack, still looking kind of confused-ish. That's 2. So that's 4. That's 2.
Okay. Soaked 1.
Yeah, you're on 6, so yeah, he socks you again and kind of looks at you, kind of like, come on, hit me back, you know what I mean? Like, not in a mocking way, more like encouraging. Trying to be as encouraging as he can.
Okay. I'm gonna spend another willpower point for him. I get willpower fast with him. So that he can ignore. He'll like kind of focus himself. Jesse notices. It's not gonna mean shit. This dice roller I've noticed is not the best dice roller for friendliness.
And
Discord is kind of cruel mistress.
as far as focus goes, just so you know, as far as I'm aware, we can't spend willpower to like get a success on things like attacks.
Yeah.
Like
I literally, I know.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying. But more for flavor that he focused.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Well, apparently
totally,
it matters. Apparently it fucking matters.
Nice. Well done. Yeah, that's cool. Nice
More
done.
successes.
Yeah, so add your strength +3.
Okay, hold on. There you go. Oh, nice.
2. We'll attempt to soak. I soak 1 of that, so I get a good solid punch. So I think it's lefties go against since neither of us spent rage. So lefty now getting damage. He'll take a rage point, and he will spend that. Whirl around for an attack. That is 4. That's 2.
I believe if one of those, that I think if they both go through, he'll go down.
Yeah, you're on 6, so I think 1 needs to go through. When you're on 7, I think you just need to get the 7 and you're out. But
Yep, 7 knocks you out.
yeah, so
So I do believe going down.
Yeah, he just basically punches you like up, kind of like an elbow punch across the face, and you go down, and you'll be up literally within a few minutes, basically. You kind of like take a breath,
Yeah, Binary points down while he's dropped and just kind of goes, "You see that? That hurts."
Yeah, and Lefty will walk over very calmly, dusting himself down, and he'll like get like water as well, and he'll be kind of sitting by Jesse, waiting for him to wake up, basically.
He'll open his eyes and he'll ease into it and just kind of give his head a little shake.
He'll smile at him and shift up to Glabro and you can heal quicker.
He'll nod and melt himself up into Glabro. Jesse could probably tell what he's doing is he's trying to process, like, Lefty can tell that he's probably trying to process what he did wrong and what he needs to do to kind of not do that thing again. Getting
he'll nod. Yeah. Lefty will like put water down beside him as he's relaxing into Glabro and going back into Hamid and all that, and he'll look at him and he'll put his arms in his on his flannel jacket, and he'd look at him. Probably the only thing I could tell you is you hesitated. That's probably not the best thing to do, because if you see an opportunity, you got to take it. I'm not by no means the best fighter, but from what I was told and taught, if you see an opportunity, never hesitate. I noticed you didn't use any of the, our, rage.
He'll he smiles, but that's not the emotion he feels.
I feel kind of, why?
Still trying to work past something involving that. The first time I ever changed, I hurt my mama real bad. Not real bad, but for a human, I sliced her arm open. Had to get stitches, all that mess.
And Planner will helpfully point down. If you do fighting and you got all riled up and you don't use it, you're just gonna do that again, right?
I know.
Yeah. Plus rage, it can save your life. You know, it's a horrible thing. It's a balance, but and it's a gift and a curse. So we got to learn to balance it properly.
Again, the
All that pent up.
conspiratorial. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, no, he'll look up the binary. You know.
Oh yeah, she has the hand up to the side of her mouth again. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, what binary said. You gotta balance yourself out, otherwise stuff will happen. But like, he'll just nod. No, you fight well. It's just no hesitation. That's what I was told. You can't hesitate in a fight.
I'll nod. You want to try one more round?
And he'll smirk and look over at binary. Why don't you try the new kid? Look up at binary.
Stubborn nose wrinkle appears.
Go on, binary. I need to see how well you're coming on. And he'll smirk as he's walking over, and he'll pick up some of the water and start drinking it.
She koalas firmly onto the branch that she's laying on, but I don't like it.
Do I have to pull rank, binary? You give it just this, like dad stare.
The stubborn becomes a sulk as she comments, well, loosening up a little. It'd be a real dick move.
Well, then don't make me be a dick. He'll smile at her warmly,
You could just not be a dick. That's an option too. That's a thing. You have options.
Just train with Jesse while I watch. Go on.
Don't want to. She's slowly and carefully trying to climb out of the tree.
Folds his arms, smirking at her.
Fucking sucks. Gonna get punched in the face. Then you're gonna call me a baby because you're a jerk. As she's like hanging down from the last branch.
He'll smile. I won't call you a baby, provided you don't act like one.
Not a baby. It hurts. She finally lets go from full extended hang from the branch, so she falls very short distance and just kind of plops down on her feet.
He'll nod, and he'll actually look at Jesse quite seriously. Binary's probably the best person you can train with because metas regenerate.
What the fuck? That's not cool.
I don't mean it in a bad way. It means that you guys can keep going for a while. It's practicality.
What do you think? Punch me more because it doesn't matter if it heals. Doesn't matter that it hurts.
Double face palm, all the way.
It's fine. You'll be fine. Just keep punching her in the face.
Oh, don't be so melodramatic, binary.
Not dramatic. It hurts. Just because it fixes itself doesn't mean it's okay.
I never said it was okay, but it's a fight, binary.
Life point, actually. They'll just wait for binary.
Did they just do their last one in Hamid or Glabro?
Hamid. It actually is in Hamid.
And she
look at binary in Hamid now, binary, and pat on her skull as he's walking by.
Her hair is all kinds of patted. She reaches up and does that gosh mom combs her fingers back through her hair to get her ridiculous bangs back in a proper state of disarray. And takes off her sunglasses and folds them and tucks them in the front of her shirt. That thing where you hook them on the neck of your shirt.
Is that really where you want to be putting those?
Glances down. You gonna punch me in the boob? Who punches people in the boob?
Me.
That is also a dick move.
I'm not gonna punch you in the boobs. Don't worry, I'm playing with you.
She reconsiders and takes the sunglasses off, glances around, and walks over and puts dangles them in the front of Lefty's shirt. Assuming he's still wearing a shirt.
He'll just nod wearily. Yeah, he'll just nod wearily. Yeah, I'll mind your sunglasses, don't worry.
And yeah. She can't help grinning a bit, though she does her best to maintain a proper state of pout / sulk. As she turns about to come back over and remarkably reluctantly puts up her hands. Oh Lord, this is going to be even more piteous than Hamid. Jesus. All right. You said we were in dice roller 3.
Yes.
Oh, lordy. All right. Initiative.
Initiative. These
Dun,
roll
dun,
higher
dun.
than you did last time, you piece of... Yes! Finally!
Oh.
So that puts me at 15. Are you ready?
Yes. Do the
He will
thing.
spin rage. He will spin rage this time.
Okie
So he will.
dokie.
He's just gonna go and swingy. He doesn't want to insult her. So he'll take a good right hook at her.
And I am going to block.
Because he earned 2 the last battle, he will spin them this battle.
You get another one for entering this one.
Hey
Just
girl.
saying.
So 5d10. Oh, so much better. So much better.
All right, let's try this this here block. Let's see how well she does. Oh, she blocks 2 of it, so only one of your successes will roll over.
Okay. So that's Lefty. Apparently, he was saving it.
Yeah, pretty much what he's doing.
So that would be 3 damage to roll.
It's what, strength plus 1 success?
Yeah.
Oh my!
Oh,
Nothing.
No dice.
All right, I will also be spending a rage, so we go into rage actions.
Yes. So he'll take another. He did a right hook and then he throws in a left hook.
Yeah, for what it's worth, she is she's obviously. Ooh.
Is that a botch?
No,
No.
it's no. You have a success.
I didn't see a 10 for a second. I thought it was just another one.
Yep.
So yep.
She's very flinchy. Like, she really is a fucking baby. Her claims to the contrary aside.
Is it okay if I say that because she's so flinchy, that's part of what caused his botch?
Oh,
Like,
sure. Throw the
didn't want
flavor
to hear,
on.
frankly. Like he just when he saw that she flinched so hard, it was kind of like, I don't want to hit you.
Yep. And he goes wide, and she darts in for the opening as his punch goes wide. So 5d10. Woohoo!
Good morning.
And then strength plus successes, no other pluses, right?
Yeah.
Like successes -1.
Ooh, bashing. Soak eat.
Soaked.
Very well.
I'll spend another rage. So he's going in for he's gonna go in for an uppercut to her stomach. It's clear he has form, if not muscle memory. Like he knows how to box. He just hasn't done it very much. And did I say I spent a rage at the beginning of the scene?
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Beginning
Then
round.
I have 1 success here. No, two successes.
Mm-hmm.
So
And actually, I will be blocking him because she's a big baby.
So this hurts. This time he's going in much harder.
She does not succeed in blocking. Continue.
Okay. So I get how many to hit her with? It was
You had
3,
what, 2 successes?
right? Yeah.
You had 2 successes, so only 1 rolls over. So yeah, strength plus 1.
Okay. think we're gonna raise his strength when I get a chance. 2 successes.
Two successes. Soaked.
Okay. And do I have his rage action now? I can't remember if that was
Yep.
rage or normal. Okay.
You do rage, and I also have a rage action I'm spending.
Okay. So he will go in again for another. He's just basically double punching her in the stomach.
Jabby jam.
One thing that Lefty would probably notice is that although he's going much harder this time, every single time she flinches, he like
Oh, she does. She
Nice.
even flinches when she punches. It's
yeah.
it's horrible.
He apparently seems to be having trouble getting over hitting her if she is like freaked out about it. So that's 2 successes. You try to block again.
I will not block on the rage rounds, just to so I'm actually doing anything.
So that's 3
Mhm.
damage. Hold on, 3 rolling 3. 1 success.
You pop her.
Boop.
Pop her in the guts.
Yep, he gets her in the solar plexus.
She's not seemed to appreciate this, and she like makes not like a squeak of alarm or anything, just kind of like.
Oof.
I mean, it's not even really hard enough for a wolf. She just kind of yelps.
If she yelps, can I make a quick willpower roll for him? If you're okay with it.
Sure.
Okay. He's a little bit soft-hearted, not to the point that I have the flaw with him, but he really does not like to hurt people.
Yeah, do your flavor thing.
Like
She doesn't seem to be really hurt. It's just like,
Okay.
oh shit, it hit me. It's that kind of yelp.
He's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say with him, he's gonna spend another rage.
Oh, that was your
He's
rage
gonna-
action.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
For the next one, I'm spinning rage.
That one. I spent my spare. I spent that one. I got one. Okay. I was just trying to do some math real fast. Okay. Yeah, she will counter swing. Again, try to go for whatever opening is created by his strike. Not necessarily successfully, but she's trying her best. Ones. Oh, I don't know why I did that because ones don't take away in damage. So, oh well, yeah. So it's 1. So 1.
Okay. Soaked.
Mhm.
Okay. So his rage. I don't have any damage yet, do I?
Nope. You were on just normal round.
Okay.
And I believe we're both spending rage again this turn.
Yeah. Yes. So he's going to. Oh, he hates to do this. He's actually going to aim for a face.
All right. Plus 2 diff. Damn.
Good morning.
And plus 2 damage.
Okay, so that means I have. If it was plus 2 diff, that means I have 2 successes.
Yep.
That he also does 2 to. It adds to damage.
Yep. It adds 2 more to damage. So it's like your 2 strength plus 1 success plus 2 damage. So 5.
5. Okay, yes. Okay. There you go.
So that is 1.
So he's starting to sink a little bit more into the action of the fight, but it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem yet like he can pull through with hurting her.
Yep. And thankfully she soaks. So like contact is made, but it doesn't set in really.
No. His technique is definitely starting to show, but
so binary gonna try to pull a little dirty move here. Let's see if she can succeed. Ah! So what Binary's doing on her action is she gets that little pop, gets the stubborn little nose wrinkle again, and promptly just drops and swings out a leg and sweeps his feet out from under him.
Shit.
And so he will get the knockdown. So he would have to spend his rage action either getting up or attacking from the ground.
You know what? Hold on. Let me see what I have on something. No, I don't have enough athletics to justify that. I was gonna try to kip up, but yeah, he'll spend it trying to get up. He'll just roll and jump, basically.
And yeah, while he is in the process of getting up, she gonna koala. She's gonna try and grapple him
Oh my!
for her rage action, which is actually hilarious. Do you know? Did we decide whether we were using the modified rules, Torno, or the vanilla rules for grapple?
I don't think they made mention of the modified rules, if I remember correctly.
Okay. I think we're just still using vanilla rules. So strength roll did 6, which in her case is not a lot. Aha! Initiated.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, on your turn you are grappled. You can roll, basically we can roll off strength brawl for you to try to break it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is about all you can do in a grapple, is trying to break out.
He will... I'm going to pause the rage rolls to try to break out of this, actually.
Okay. So we are back on normal initiative?
Yep. That would be... Strength brawl, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry. That's 4. 4d10.
We have terrifyingly similar stats. It was also 2. Ty goes to the defender and maintain the grapple. Grr.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do strength damage on my turn. I hope you're ready for this fucking strength.
Choke this bitch! Choke him, it's his fetish!
Squeeze, Binary,
One
squeeze.
whole bashing.
To choke my happy ass out.
Yep, she's squishing. She's trying. She's not strong. By the way, that bashing you did has healed.
Fighting menace, man.
I get to roll to soak that, right?
Yeah, you totally get to soak.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's not hard.
Like, I've been playing this game like 20 fucking years, and yet I still, sometimes when I get into combat, I'm like a toddler. I'm like, what do I do again? Tell me, please, explain.
No, it's all good. It is your turn again. You may once more try to break out.
It played so long, forgot how to. For some reason, you know when like you've learned something so deeply that you start to forget shit?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot combat.
It's all good.
That's the 4. Get off me, girl. Get off me! No. No.
1 success versus no successes. You managed to bust her off of you. So you break her grip. It was only so strong, so you put a little focus into it and managed to wrench her off. Though, as her grip fails, she like kind of goes for a body shot for her action.
Why, girl? Why?
Because she's not gonna win if she doesn't hit you, and
Whatever,
then it just
you can
keeps
punch her
going
in the
forever. So that is 3 successes, and my brain works, I swear. And that is 2 successes on damage. So 2.
I'm gonna try the one where it like does the difficulty.
The only reason I'm not doing the difficulty on damage is because the ones won't take away, and if you use the difficulty thing... Actually, I'm curious.
What?
I wonder...
Oh my god, I'm rolling for soak,
Okay.
right?
It still does it, yeah. Okay, so you can do greater or equal to 6, and that way the ones won't cancel anything out. And it'll still tell you how many successes you have.
like this.
Yeah. And it will tell you how many successes. And if you add F1, it tells you that a 1 is like a fail or a fumble, and it'll start canceling out successes.
Hey, girl, awesome.
But yeah, you soak it. Soak both of it.
So
you're a mini.
Now that we're back to fighting, he'll spin a rage again. He basically just swings around, like just not like fuck you, but you know.
Yeah. Let's be fair. She like tried to sneak in that body shot while she was up close. It's a pretty fair response.
We noticed 1-6. Thank you so much.
All right, roll it. Taking it. Roll your monstrous strength.
Come on, get in the right hole. Come on, please. That sounded terrible. I'm sorry. I'm trying to play my computer. What was the damage again?
It is just your strength, since you only had the 1 success.
Oh, 2. Obviously, our strength is going up when we can.
Soaked.
We need to do 3 spinning things.
What other cheap moves can I do? Can't do that because I don't have the range.
Why you fight so dirty? Why you fight so dirty?
Not fighting dirty. Fighting like someone who wants to win. You ain't even seen Dirty fighting. She don't have access to that list.
Lefty, meanwhile, is playing his guitar, sitting down, smoking, looking at the two food, just shaking his head.
And I guess what she will do is with that broad swing, she's going to it will be her turn to go for a face shot. Why not?
Come on, I'm pretty. What are you doing?
I'm gonna do it. So it's +2 diff. Lol. Oh shit, I got a success.
Wait, what?
She's going for the face. Punching your face meats.
Punched him face meats. Every face
So
meats.
it's
Punchable.
4d10. Only one bashing.
Why, thank you. I feel like a gentleman now.
This is
Let me roll my actual soak and not my fucking half soak. That's not my soak. Let's go. Okay, good. We're gonna be here all night.
We really are.
He's hitting the point. I think it's his rage roll now.
Yes, it is his rage action. Go.
He is hitting the point where he's absorbed. He's seen what he needs, and he's ready to kind of pull out soon. Especially since he didn't make any successes.
A swappity. And it is your attack again. Top of initiative.
Okay. You know what? I didn't roll enough. No, I did. I'm sorry. 52 is not my goddamn roll. Holy God. Got 1 success.
Get it.
Consent. There's my damage. I got 0 successes on damage.
Yay! And trying. Are you spending rage this round?
No.
Despair?
No, he's actually gonna call for out of game.
Oh, okay. Then she's gonna take one more shot. This time specifically aiming for his solar plexus. And I will just give myself the same higher diff since it's not like a generic body part. So
You're fine.
Nope. No love.
No love. He's gonna basically he's gonna flop and bare his neck like, I'm done. You win.
For what it's worth, he doesn't like back off or anything. He just flops over, and she's been doing it, not enthusiastically, but doing it, and she just kind of stops and looks down, kind of looks over to Lefty, looks down.
Yeah, the car stops. He like takes an inhale of breath and just looks at him. What are you doing?
I have to process. Hold on.
Process. All right.
We're hitting there. We're not getting anywhere. I got to think of what's going on.
Maybe it's because she's doing well. Look at Binary with a smile.
I mean, she is doing well, but there ain't no follow through. Like, we're hitting more, but we're both taking it well. But she kind of chew his lip for a minute. He's kind of like, you can like see the gears turning. He's trying to like kind of put things into place.
Yep. She just kind of stands there idly rubbing her cheek as the bruise is at this point long faded. Does that mean I win?
Yeah, I mean, if he submits, you win. Just odds.
He thumbs up and nods. He doesn't. To be honest, he doesn't see it as anything. He let her fucking win. Like she's doing well, and he honestly he's getting to the point where if he keeps going, he's not going to be able to take away like what he's done wrong here.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
No, she doesn't even like she's immature, but not immature and then like the haha you lost. Just kind of immature in that she like, you know, pumps a fist in the air like victory pose.
Yeah, it's very clear to Lefty. He's hit the point where this is sparring for learning, and he needs to process like what's happened and evaluate. So if he keeps going, he's going to lose like the lesson basically. So he's stopping.
Lefty just nods. I'm not Fenrir, so just shrugs.
And she like totters over to Lefty and like slumps across his shoulder, snags her sunglasses and pops them back on. Hey, I got a great idea. Don't tell Abel I won or he'll make it harder.
I'm gonna tell Abel you won.
No, I didn't even technically win. You let me win. It doesn't count.
I didn't let you win.
It doesn't count. I didn't like beat him up. He let me win. It's fine.
No,
It's
I did not let you win. You mentally exhausted me.
No, don't help. No.
Okay, you know what? I won. I gave up, and you are a weak little thing that.
See, I'm shrimping. I definitely don't need Abel to ramp it up because I'm a little shrimpy and it was just so boring. He flopped over. He died inside.
I died inside. I'm dead. Look at my eyes.
Hopeful grin?
Still tentatively one binary. A smile.
No!
Look,
I mean,
legitimately, look. You actually did put me through paces that wore my mind down, okay? Like, legitimately, because you didn't go at me full tilt. Like, I had trouble, like, keeping up with how to block you. So, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you did do well at that.
No.
So
just like slumps like dead body over his shoulder, like no blah.
Lefty will quirk about as he's ruffling Binary's hair. So if Binary mentally exhausts you, have you ever been in real combat before, Jesse?
Oh shit, yeah, I've been in real combat before, but we fight different, us Octana.
I'm mentally exhausting. That's an achievement.
He'll put his fingers like kind of close together, like a little bit. We don't fight like he's trying to think.
Oh, is Lefty sitting, by the way?
You ever heard
Yeah.
the term counting coup?
No. It's, I say quite genuinely.
Yeah, a lot of times when Octana are fighting for practice, we do something called counting coup. But also on top of that, remember it's hard to explain. But yeah, I've been in real combat before. I mean, he definitely has technique. It really seems like he does not like to hurt people.
I gotta kill that softness then. I have to just say quite, not bluntly, not with any form of spite, just quite genuine.
Coming out of a child of Gaia?
Meanwhile, Binary's
Yeah.
flop has like landed her half in his lap. She is content.
Just because I'm a child of Gaia does not mean that I hesitate when we're in a fight.
I don't need to kill my softness. I gotta learn I gotta learn the time and the place for it. That's my problem. And I know that.
From what I'm seeing, we're fighting a war. Softness only applies when we need it to apply. Like, that's from what I'm seeing.
That's
And
what
right
I
there.
It's called the time and the place. Why are we arguing this? Let's just shake
I'm
his
not
head like,
arguing.
what?
I'm not arguing. I'm giving you advice. I have to just say quite calmly, not phased. You know, it seems actually quite mellow now. He's blew some rage out of his system as well.
Binary's contribution to this conversation is her like flopped there, like not even in a cute way, but like in an obnoxious way, half across his lap, and she just reaches up and does that thing where you wiggle the bit of the sunglasses that's behind your ear so they pop up and down.
He'll move to sit closer, pulling out his journal again, like his sketchbook. He'll start sketching.
I'll put it this way: you go train with the Fenrir, man, and I mean that not in a bad way, but
Watch out! I'll punch you
they have a
right in the
philosophy
fucking face.
not even that. It's they have a philosophy: weakness shall not be tolerated. That doesn't matter what specific breed you are. It means that they're fighting a war. We're fighting a war. And
I don't know how
hesitation and all this.
to you, but you need to hold up for a second and keep in mind that to ask me to go fight with a Fenrir has a whole different connotation to it.
I get it. No, I get your history.
Oh, no, you don't. You may think you do. But what I'm saying to you is that you will never understand. And that's okay. But you got to understand, if I go toe-to-toe with a Fenrir, things might go a little different.
I mean, it's not like he was alive a couple hundred years ago and did it.
Oh, you think that's what I'm talking about? That's cute.
Kind of cast the glance at Lefty like, the fuck just happened?
Yeah, Lefty just raises an eyebrow. I mean, if you don't want our advice, it's no skin off my back, man. It's just, you want help? That's what I'm saying. Train with the people who are proper warriors. Have trained since they were like 5.
Lefty. 2 things. Legitimately, okay? Legitimately. It's not that I don't want your advice. It just doesn't mean I'm not going to take every bit of it. And I'm not going to bullshit you and say, oh, well, fuck yeah, no, I'm taking your advice. Sometimes I'm just not going to take the advice you give me. And I expect the same from you, too. Sometimes you're not going to take the advice I give you. Doesn't mean it's not welcome. Oh, hold a finger up. It just doesn't mean I'm not going to take it. And in this case, I just have to be a little careful about it. And it doesn't have to do with the whole tribal thing, what you're thinking.
What's stuff to do with then?
I knew of Fenrir that he shakes his head. I had some problems with.
Right.
Personal level.
Rub his chin. I could give you the harsh truth, or I could sugarcoat you. Which would you like?
I'd like you to remember that I've been a member of the nation for the past 10 years. I'm older than you, and I may not need the depth of advice you're trying to pass on. You're a
You will actually laugh.
You're a Philodox, so I welcome your wisdom. But at the same time, I don't see it as mansplaining because we're man to man, so it's a little different. But I would appreciate it if you would come across as a little bit less condescending. And I'm genuinely trying to be nice about it, Lefty,
He
okay?
drops the term mansplaining and fucking Binary does that like horror movie head swivel. Like, the fuck?
Like Jesse.
Lefty raises a surprised eyebrow.
Yeah, Lefty's
Mansplaining.
I'm actually like truly trying to like be polite and nice to you, but you're coming across as a little bit condescending right now. And I'm trying to tell you nicely, okay? I'm not trying to like accuse you of anything or anything like that. Just, I feel like that you're not taking the time to get to know where I've come from or what I know or what I've faced, okay? Like, is that fair?
Look at him kind of, he'll put down his guitar and he'll kind of like sit forward quite intensely and just kind of look at him. I get where you've been, but from what I watched there, you're very inexperienced at fighting. That's the truth. I'm not sugarcoating it. So my recommendation, I'm not the greatest fighter. I know I'm not. I get my ass whooped regularly. The way I got better is I learned from the toughest people. Either the Fianna, Fenrir, fuck it, there's fucking glasswalkers who can fight better than some of us.
Fury.
I'm just saying. Black Fury as well. I mean, I'm just saying, you want to learn how to fight, go to the people who can teach you readily. That's all I'm saying. And if you take offense to that, man, unfortunately, that's not my problem. You still remain quite calm, but you'll notice the edge is starting to get on him a bit. He's like, what?
He'll take a breath. He'll take a breath, and It does seem as though the subject of fighting has just a very nail grating like edge with him, and he'll say, "Look, I know this subject gets me hot. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to take it out on you. If I was straight with you and I told you what it was, I'm afraid that you'd blow me off. Okay, I'm willing to tell you what it is, but it sounds kind of bad."
Shoot, I am the Philodox, so, he just shrugs.
The way of the coyote touches me very strongly. And it ain't the way of the coyote to go with things at the front. You know what I mean? So I'm leaning away from, I'm not leaning into my strengths, I'm leaning away from them. The way of the coyote is to, which is what runs through me. It's in my very core, my soul. As strong could be. And I can't deny that. I can't do anything about it. It's just who I am. But the way that the wolves fight, it ain't the way that the coyote fights. And I'm trying, I am a wolf. I'm Garu, I ain't no coyote change. But in order to fight like you, I gotta lean against or redefine what leaning into my own style means. I don't fight like that. I don't fight. First off, I try not to fight. If it comes down to it, I don't want to fight. Like he kind of like indicates like with claws and like face to face. He's more of a kind of a ambush type fighter. He'll say, "Yeah, I'm more of a."
Raise an eyebrow.
Binary pops up a little bit. I'm a fucking support class. Not even supposed to be on the front line. Still making me learn how to punch faces.
He'll point at Binary. He's like, "That's it. Like right now, the way that I see our training and the way that people fight here, it leans very into one style and type of fighting, and it doesn't really kind of."
I mean, they kind of got a point. I mean, sooner or later, there's going to be a time there's not someone for me to stand behind, or maybe I won't have my mad shoot bangs. So in a pinch, it's a good idea. I gotta like it.
But what I'm saying is that this is a holistic style. It's not something that has one approach. But I only see one approach being put across.
That's what the shooting range is for.
Well, no, but
shooting
even
ranges, most of us don't even know the basics. It's hard to teach ambush style fighting when you don't even know the basic format.
Well, I know, and that's what I'm trying to say.
How do you train in ambushing besides like just being sneaky all the time, sneaking up on people and freaking them out?
I mean,
jump out
from
of
what I'm
bush and say
seeing
boo.
is from what I'm seeing, is you're answering your own question. Honestly, you want to
Exactly.
learn the ambush? Fair enough. Learn the ambush, but before you start running, if you get me.
Oh no, I'd never run. I won't strike a man while he's down if it's not a fight to the death. But and that's just my principle. Somebody don't like it, oh well, maybe I'll die for it, but I'll die with my fucking principle.
I'll say this. That principle could be the difference between one of us coming back home alive.
That's why I said it's only in a life or death fight. If I'm fighting, if I'm sparring here, if I'm fighting for challenge or something like that, then you know what? I don't want to strike a man when he's down. It's just he'll just kind of hold his hands up. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm too used to being down. I don't think it's right to strike a man when he's down.
Not. Like I said, you want to learn how to do like the Ragavash do? You gotta learn how to fight first. Because they know how to fight, but they also know how to disappear. Can't run before you can walk.
I know I got a problem with hurting people. I don't like to hurt people. I wouldn't say that's necessarily a problem, but
Except we're kind of the claws and teeth of Gaia, and it's hard coded.
We're guru. We do hurt people. We're just trying to minimize it. After all, we have consequences to every action we bring. That's our responsibility. But we do sometimes have to hurt people. And that's a reality you're just going to have to face. And
it looks for a moment like Jesse started to get hot again, like he felt like your character was condescending him again, but he caught it himself and realized he wasn't.
Yep.
He's just rage high right now is what it is.
He spent so much. How?
I know. Exactly. He's still coming down from it.
Fair.
But he is trying. He's trying to listen to Lefty.
For what
Well,
it's
it's not.
Binary will slightly disarm any seriousness by like having levered herself up as they're talking and like is at this point like trying to like straight up hippie braid part of his hair.
Jesse's?
No, Lefty's. Since she's like right on top of him.
Yeah, Lefty just gives a shrug. Doesn't really give a shit.
I didn't figure he would. It's just like it's hard to stay mad at a guy for being condescending when there's like a teenager braiding his hair or braiding his hair.
Do you want to know what my problem with the Fenrir is? And I know it's
Shoot.
Look, I know
Let's
it's okay. I know it's stupid.
Let's just shrug. Shoot, go for it.
SEPTA belonged to had a fosterage program with the Fenrir. It was to do exactly what you were talking about, to alleviate some of that whole, well, I wasn't here a fucking 100 years ago thing. You know what I mean? And there was a girl that she was an Arun. They think they called him a Modi or something like that. I don't know. And she was really, really confident about her ability. And she came into her cubhood basically already mindset of an Adrin. You know what I mean? Really overconfident girl. Now, I was an only child. And when I was younger, in my tribe, there's a little Theurge that was born a little bit after me. So I was kind of like an older brother to her, but there was a good bit of difference between us, age-wise. But again, I spent forever as a cub, so we actually came up together. And she was so gifted with the spirits. I mean, he'll whistle. She was so good. She was so sweet. Like, she had that honest beauty to her from the inside, you know, it kind of shone out. Everybody loved her. And her and I were in a pack together. And this girl, Runa, she was our pack mate. She was our alpha. This is right after my rite of passage. Runa comes off the high of our rite of passage, and she says she wants to take on this group of leeches what been causing some havoc out with human trafficking. Apparently, that's what they said it was. So air quote human trafficking out by Port Everglades, shipping people off to China and stuff like that. Runa says she wants to go deal with it. She says we got to fight for Gaia. We got to do this. We got to do this. Dakota, she says to her, well, we got to learn our enemy. We got to do, you know, what's right. We got to. And she starts screaming in Dakota's face, saying, oh, no, you got to fight the worm whenever it dwells, wherever it breathes. Let's go. We're warriors of Gaia, being real loud about it. And I said to her, no, look, hey, you know, we can't run in here. We can't race in here. We can't do this. And she jumped up my ass and around the corner for not submitting to those in Greater Station. Knocked me back a little bit, actually. And she ran us in there.
She died?
I was the only one who made it out.
She nod. Let him nod. So it's shit. It's shit. Yeah, he'll nod. Runes can be hot-tempered, and ill-advised orders are ill-advised orders, and sometimes tradition can outweigh the benefits of modern progress sense. You say quite evenly. I can see her side. Everyone knows the risks. Everyone accepts the risk. Everyone accepts that this could be the last fight they go into. And I think holding on to your own guilt, pushing enough to make her stay where she is, shouldn't outweigh your opinion of a tribe. That's just my opinion.
Oh, it doesn't fuck up my opinion of the tribe, none whatsoever. I just know that if I tried to go toe-to-toe right now, taking lessons from a Fenrir, it may not be the best thing for me. And I'm not saying, and I'm not even saying I wouldn't. There are certain Fenrir in the Sept I'd be a little reluctant to approach on the matter, in part because I don't think that they want to deal with it. It's fine, I can give them that kind of space. But
left heel, wait.
oh, there's no need to go and there's no need to go start a problem where you don't need to. I just need to bear in mind that right now it's something that I got to work through and work through it instead of being foolish and rushing headlong into it and going, yeah, you know, everything's fine. It's gonna be great. No, everything's not fine. And right now the wrong Fenrir mouse off to me, and I'm gonna go right back to that night, and somebody's gonna pay for it. Got no closure on the matter. And I lost the person I considered like a little sister to me over it. So if it's all the same to you, I'm very well aware of what I'm saying. And I'm also very well aware of the fact that I need to do what's right to get me fighting for Gaia and not for my own vengeance, especially against somebody who sure as fuck don't deserve it.
Nod. No, that's your own path, man. You know, just gotta work it. So
Let's smile at him. Lefty, I want you to understand, I really do take what you have to say to heart. I don't want you to think I'm trying to ignore you none or ain't listening to you. I just...
You're just older than me. Lefty will smile. Not in a condescending way. He'll just smile at him.
He'll just shake his head, smile big.
He'll just nod. I get it. You want to? I know. I'm not mad. As I said, Falzox's job is to offer advice, offer wisdom, judgment wherever it's needed. It's up to the person what they do with that. I can't make people agree with me. I can only offer it, and it's up to them what they choose and what path they walk.
A smile.
So I wish you luck. You will say that quite genuinely. But just remember, eventually you're going to have to rely on these people. And maybe it might soften relations if you offer one of them the chance to train you. I'm not saying it has to be right away, but it might just be a ripple that might be positive.
He can tell he picked up what he put down. It's not something he has to set aside his pride a little bit to do so, but he does. And he'll nod.
I'm not saying splay yourself out there or any sort of shit, but maybe you find one worthy of your time, and if he is, if or she is, make a goal. Might either he comes to you or you come to them, but it might make a difference in terms of the next generation.
You can make a perception empathy roll if you want.
You will. I don't see it, unfortunately.
For the audience, Jesse bites his lip as a very light blush kind of goes over his cheeks, and he looks down.
Lefty just reaches over and like fixes something, probably how he misses it as he's looking at him. Besides,
And he'll look back up.
It'll be good for Kate to see people progressing. I just need to say to himself, Cubs need, and her, who gesture over binary, they need to learn that we're not all traditional. We're not all bitter people, even though it's very hard to let go of that. He'll just nod to himself.
He'll smile. I think part of one of the things that I'm dealing with right now and why I spent so long as a cub, other than the fact that I was just doing my thing, was that I'm trying to figure out how to balance having so much coyote in me while still being Guru.
We all go through our own personal shit that we have to talk to each other about inside. So, you know, we've all got our personal shit we have to fight. Just shrugs to himself.
I mean, you got to remember, there is literally the blood of coyote running through my veins. The only way that the subspecies of wolf that I'm coming from, that I bred off of, was to breed with coyotes. So I literally have some coyote blood back in me.
I'm not. Like I said, you know, we all got our struggles, man. Every one of us, whether it's the blood of coyote or our own personal judgments on things, we all just got to push through, one way or the other.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to... You remember earlier how I was talking about leaning in and away from your strengths?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out how to find a way to take my position as one with coyote and my core and lean into the nation with it instead of using it to lean back. And I feel like for a really long time, I let it lean me back. And I feel right now like there's kind of a tottering, you know what I mean? Kind of like a back forth. Now I'm trying to find a way to lean into it.
You know, I'd think it'd be harder, but to be fair, there's only like one person in this entire park that gives me shit. Like one. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be more than one. I'm not saying I'm not happy with it, but yeah, seems like a easy place to start.
What are you talking about?
She kind of like gestures the length of her body, like from brow down. Like, I hear that's a thing. Doesn't seem to be a thing here, except that one lady.
I'm still working out what you're saying.
Oh, that's right. I'm rude as hell. I'm a menace.
I get you're a menace, but we've already been over this. The litany is very clear that you are to respect those beneath the altar of Gaia.
Yeah, I hear that's not how it goes normally.
Well, then they can fuck off.
Apparently. And here they do. They just fuck right off. Except her. She sat on me, and she's weird. So I'm going to zap her in the cooch.
Who are you talking about?
Fiona had very harsh opinions on Metis. I should just say, nodding.
And yet they're the ones who sometimes tend to be the strongest sticklers of the litany. I do not know at what point Gaia stuttered when she said, respect those beneath thee, Aller of Gaia.
Like I said, people can interpret the litanies different ways, however, and they will adhere specifically to them, but there are different interpretations. After all, you look at Binary, and he won't say this with any spite or anything like that. He'll just rub her head. Her parents did commit the first sin. So there is that worm taint that people fear in Binary. However misplaced, it's still there, and fear is a very powerful potent against us because we fear the things we, So the judgment is not unfounded, it's just misguided.
We could go round and round about this all day, but we're going to leave it, at least on my part, with saying I understand you. And he'll nod.
For what it's worth, Binary doesn't look upset at all. She knows Lefty doesn't give a shit, so... I mean, he's her bestie, so... She doesn't seem to think anything of it.
Look, do you want to know my real opinion on this? Like, if we're just throwing shit off and we start talking about Metis?
Go for it.
You have to be careful when it comes to the Metis. Because it can turn into a situation where you start turning into thou shalt not suffer thy people to tend thy sickness. If you're dealing with a Metis who can't hold their own, or their existence isn't contributing to the nation in a way that you can excuse that go-between of compassion being what they're doing, like the teaching of compassion, you know what I'm following? You following me?
Mm-hmm.
Then it comes into a situation where we don't have the resources as a war society to bring up and carry those what can't contribute. So although you are supposed to respect all those beneath you, you also have to hold on to the part of the litany in which, you can't suffer thy people to tend thy sickness. Now, that's not something I see in Binary, but I have seen where Metis have been allowed to live what wasn't really contributing to society. And I don't think that's right necessarily either.
For what it's worth, Binary looks a little kind of off-kilter. Not outwardly upset per se, but she's thinking real hard about what's being said.
And Binary, Lefty will just rub her head kind of softly.
You get the feeling the only reason Jesse's saying this is so that you understand that he's not 100% like, he understands the Metis quote-unquote hate. He gets it. He even understands it to a point, but his point is limited. Like, he doesn't feel that it's good to be against the Metis. He just understands where people are against them.
Lefty just nods. In the end, you just, you explain the valid point of, why some of the people the Fianna, and in some ways get offenders too, and others, are against Metis. So we're on the same boat. I think they deserve a chance, and I don't believe in damning them immediately. And most, from what I've seen, prove themselves. And you look at Binary with a smile if they're given the proper chance.
And
we're on the same boat.
That is an extremely important point, given the proper chance. When you just throw them out to the wild to be scooped up by the Black Spiral Dancers, it's a different story. And I've seen that happen too.
But sometimes, he'll say very softly, and he'll hold on to Binary as he's saying this.
Yeah, in the midst of this conversation taking place, she's slowly climbed back into his lap and is just kind of perched there, leaning sideways against his chest.
Sometimes, particularly with some of the deformities, it is a kindness. Because mercy does not come in giving someone something. Mercy comes with the release. That's what I found out from being a child of Gaia. And for some of these poor things, sometimes mercy will come in the form of a death rather than a life. You say very solemnly, and like you can tell he thinks a long, hard, very deep about all these sort of things.
He looks down again and kind of furrows his brow. Dakota was Snow White. She came out of her mama's womb without a touch of color to her. Don't think I don't know the menace. He just says very quietly.
I never said you didn't. You just say very calmly. Anyway, I'll kind of stand up and stretch. Anything else you need of me, or anything that I can help out with that you need to file docs for? He kind of lazily, ruffle his hair, looking over at the cabin.
No, I was just gonna help you out for a little bit. I need some company. I don't want to be alone. I've been alone for the past 3 days.
For what it's
Crane his
worth,
head.
Binary's going to be about as somber as she gets, really. She's reverted to quiet mode. And when he hops up, we'll go ahead and move out of the way so he can get up. But goes ahead and gets up as well and just kind of ends up standing probably either like behind or to the side of him, just kind of holding onto his shirt idly.
He'll notice that and he'll kind of look at Binary, like kneel down in front of her so he's eye level with her. You want to get some food?
Yeah. She kind of just idly nods. She's still blatantly distracted because, I mean, he's familiar with the fact that her brain runs about 1,000,000 miles a second, so...
And nod and like put Binary up on his shoulders, and we'll just look at Jesse and nod. Her and I are going to get something to eat. We'll probably be back around in about 2 hours, I'd say. After all, she likes to run around the place on a skateboard.
He'll nod and kind of place his hands behind his head and fall back, kind of like laying up and looking at the sky. Anything you want me to take care of again?
No, everything's cool. I'm working on it some more later on my own. He'll just nod. He'll just smile and nod, and we'll come look up at her and smile, and we'll begin to walk off with her on the shoulders, basically.
Okay. So Jesse will basically just kind of go back to the thoughts he's been having the last couple of days. And with that, I think we can end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. Bye.